good, YouTube? If you love basketball, you have come to the right place. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down film on Chris Boucher, aka Air Boucher, aka Bonjour. I've got over 30 clips of film for you guys today, and we're going to be breaking his skill set down based on 3 categories. Firstly, his strengths. Secondly, what he's improved on. And thirdly, what he needs to work on. So without further ado, let's get right into the analysis and film breakdown. Hit it. Alright, so starting from the left and moving on to the right, we have Boucher's strengths, what he's improved on, and what he still needs to work on. I'm going to touch quickly on his first strength and show you film of what I mean. Boucher's first strength comes at no surprise, rim protecting. At 6'9", 200 pounds, he's actually undersized at the center position. However, his incredible 7'4" wingspan allows him to be a blocking threat against almost anyone in the league. This video is a prime example of that. Look at that block. So if we slow it down, we see a quick pin down. Trez is going to get free, but Boucher is going to notice this slide from the weak side and bam! Not in my house. Next up is Boucher's ability to block even in a zone. Wow, look at him elevate there. Man, oh man. So Boucher's going to be in the low block and he's going to see the drive before it even happens, slide from the weak side and get that garbage out of here. Next up, we see Boucher in transition with the swat. Even on the high flyer, Derrick Jones Jr. Impressive. So if we freeze it here, we see that Boucher is actually behind the play, but with his length and athletic ability, he can catch up to the play quickly. Up next, we have another weak side help by Boucher, but this time it's on CJ McCollum, and if you look, the strong side only has 2. Here we freeze it and we see that CJ has an open basket, at least he thinks, but Boucher has other ideas. Look how high he is, oh my goodness. Next up, one of the most lethal mid-range shooters is going to get denied by Boucher. So if we freeze it right here, we're going to see that DeMar thinks he's got a ton of space and he's going to be able to finish with his patented Euro step, but no siree. Next up, one of the hardest tasks for a young player, guarding the 2-time reigning MVP, Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here we're going to see that Boucher's length is giving Giannis some trouble, amongst also Brook Lopez being trapped with 2 defenders on him. Giannis is going to set the screen, and you know the rest, ladies and gentlemen. Boucher's tasked with a tough block, but up for the challenge. Get that garbage out of here. Up next is Boucher's ability to guard even a smaller attacker, which we know big guys have a lot of trouble with this. However, we're going to see Aldridge set the screen and then pause it right here. There's a gap with the offensive player going downhill. This is usually tough for big guys. However, Boucher gets pushed, but his length allows him to recover. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, wow, wow. Boucher's second strength comes due to his unique ability to shoot the 3 ball as a big man. As a matter of fact, after 5 games this season, he is shooting close to 37% from 3, which is absolutely nuts for a big man. As most traditional bigs are more comfortable in the paint, Boucher has no problems playing on the perimeter, and if his defender doesn't respect his shot, you better believe he is pulling that thing all of the time. Boucher's ability to space the floor is actually one of his most valuable assets because he gives Nick Nurse the ability to play small ball, which we all know is becoming much more common in today's basketball game. Alright, so this play is a prime example of Boucher's ability to stretch the floor and his athleticism, being able to move around, and I gotta show you that putback jam because that was beautiful. But, whoo, flex on him, boy. So if we see him in the corner, we already know that he's not a traditional big. He's going to put the ball on the floor and make opportunities for others. Then we can see him around the perimeter on the high post. He's going to fly in because no one's boxing him out because there are no traditional bigs. And that is a beautiful example of a stretch 5. Alright, so this is one of my favorite plays. We're going to see Boucher stretch the floor and attack beautifully because his defender isn't comfortable on the outside perimeter, and we've got to take a look at this. This is just a beautiful play, flex on him. So we're going to see Boucher in the low post, and when he sees his guard driving, he's going to space the floor and make room. Now his ability to shoot the 3 is going to bring his guy out, and then his athletic ability to put the ball on the floor and dunk it. That is incredible coordination, and this just really gives the Raptors so much ability to play small ball. And we've got to watch this one more time because it was beautiful. I hope Boucher can continue to flex on the haters. Wow. This next play I love because it shows that Boucher is going to light up traditional bigs who aren't as mobile. So what we're going to see here is a pick and pop. Boucher is going to set a quick screen and then pop to the 3-point line. But I want to freeze it here. We're going to see Jakob Hurdle gives him so much space that Boucher is going to light him up every single time. And he's comfortable with that. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, 37% from 3. Wow. Now this next play I wanted to show you guys really quickly because it's yet another play of a traditional big that's less mobile getting lit up by Chris Boucher not coming out on the perimeter to defend him. Hand down, man down, too much space, end of story. I really like this next play because it shows how versatile of an offensive player Boucher is. So we're going to see that there's a pick and roll on the strong side with Van Fleet and the other guard, and Boucher is going to be on the weak side around the wing. Now, as soon as Van Fleet collapses the defense, Aldridge is going to pick his poison, but Boucher is going to be left wide open and he's going to get the easy lay. An absolute brilliant play. This dribble handoff play is going to create a double team on Fred Van Fleet, and the beauty of this is when you have Boucher on the court, everyone can hit the 3. So Aldridge is going to pick his poison and stop the corner 3, but then Boucher is going to be wide open for a 3. Now, like I said, this is awesome because when Boucher's out there, if you double team, someone's going to be open. Thirdly, Boucher never gives up on a play, and if you don't box him out, you better believe he is going to come in flying for a putback dunk, or Kalo and Van Fleet will find him for an easy dish. Chris's elite athleticism really stands out in this strength, and it's plays like running the floor after a block that coaches absolutely love. Alright, so this play is pretty self-explanatory. Boucher is going to run the entire floor and get the putback jam with no one boxing out. So if we take a look at it again, Boucher is going to find his point guard for the outlet. Kyle Lowry is going to notice that no one's picking him up, and take a look at this. No one is boxing out. If you don't box Boucher out in the full court, he is going to slam that home, and he does. This next play is yet again another example of Boucher running the floor, except this time Kalo is going to get doubled, and when he gets doubled by Porzingis, the lane is going to be wide open for none other than Chris Boucher. Here we see Porzingis comes to help, and Boucher sees the lane wide open. No one's stopping that. Wow. This next play is one of my favorite examples of Boucher running the floor and being a rim threat. Here we see Powell is going to go up for the lay, and like a big man always should, Boucher is going to follow the play with the put back dunk. Now this is something that will always get you minutes. Coaches love this hard work and dedication to the fundamentals. So we got to show this play one more time. Beautiful putback and the classic flex on him, Boucher. These next two plays are similar to ones we've already seen. Once again, you don't box Boucher out, he's going to come flying in for the putback, and this one is going to be on Giannis Antetokounmpo, firing up the entire Raps stadium. Oh yeah, Drake. Oh yeah, look at this fly in. Boom. Boucher's last strength is rather obvious, however, I thought I'd touch on it. Boucher's elite length and athleticism combined with his never give up mentality enables him to get a lot of offensive boards and beat anyone that is smaller than him to the glass. This clip is a prime example of just that. Here we see Powell's going to shoot a really close jump shot, and Boucher is going to actually get boxed out pretty well by DeMar, but his length is going to allow him to get that board and go up for it really quickly to get the easy bucket. Up next, another transition Powell drive, and when the help comes from Jakob Poeltl, Boucher is going to have an easy board by following the play. Great fundamentals here, ladies and gentlemen. Last but not least, here we see Boucher winning the box out battle and getting away with, I think, a little bit of a push in the back, but here we go, his length allows him to get the board and finish with an easy layup. In terms of improvements, after 5 games in the 2020-2021 season, it is clear to me that Van Fleet and Lowry are running many more plays that involve Boucher as a screen and roller. Boucher looks a lot more comfortable receiving the pass after he rolls, and his length and athleticism allows him to attack the rim without a dribble, which is extremely hard to guard if a team has smaller players as the weak side help. Here we're going to see a pick and roll against one of the longest players in the NBA, Mo Bamba. Wow, we got to see that in slow-mo. Bang. Alright, so if we break it down, Boucher is going to set the screen and roll to the basket. Van Vliet's going to take a little extra time so that Mo Bamba thinks he's going to take it, but then a quick dish off and a slam on Mo Bamba. Nice. Flex on him, boy. Here's another pick and roll with Boucher, except Van Vliet's going to deny the screen. Beautiful pocket pass, 1-2, no dribbles needed, and the slam. So nice, we got to see it twice. Once again, no dribbles and the slam. Energy play. Next up is a high pick and roll coming from the corner. Boucher is going to set the screen. And then what I want you to watch is Poeltl's position. He is currently, if you freeze it here, he's out of position to be able to get Boucher, so weak side has to step up. But even with weak side stepping up, Boucher's length and athleticism allows him to finish over 2 defenders. Wow. Alright, so Boucher does a ton of things well. But in terms of what he needs to work on, firstly, he needs to stop committing silly fouls when he has already been beaten to the rim. This is a common growing pain that we see from a lot of young athletic guys who have the mentality that they can block every single shot. However, it is something that drives coaches nuts. First up, DeMar DeRozan is going to attack Boucher right in the paint, and you see Boucher, his hands are out vertical, he's following the play really well, his fundamentals are good, he's just going up vertically, but at the last second right here, he's going to swipe. There's no need to do that. Yet again, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see another just silly foul that Boucher is committing because he never gives up, and that's a great mentality to have, but here, Poeltl has the easy layup. Just let him finish, and Boucher puts his hands over his head because he knows. Lastly, and very evidently, Boucher needs to put on more muscle mass. Boucher's abilities to stretch the floor and block shots is amazing, but until he beefs up, Coach Nurse just won't be able to play him against the big centers in the NBA like Joel Embiid and Steven Adams. If Boucher wants to ever be a starter at the 5, he needs to keep lifting weights. Although, there is an argument to be made for him at the 4 spot. Now, this play to the average person just looks like any other basketball play. We're going to see Patty Mills fly from the wing and have an easy layup right at the end of the quarter, which is really defeating. But if we break it down, we're going to see Patty Mills get it on the wing, and what I want you to look at is Jakob Poeltl and Boucher down below. Poeltl is going to box him out so that the lane is open, right? But if Boucher was stronger, that wouldn't have happened. So that's my point, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so for our last play of the day, Boucher is going to do everything well. When he gets attacked from the corner, he's going to go up vertically. However, when we take a look at it again in slow-mo, what we see is the attacker from the corner is going to be stronger. So in the air, when Boucher goes vertically, he's going to get pushed away and he's not going to be able to stop the attacker from scoring the basket. So here, Boucher is going to go up vertically. However, him lacking that strength, he's going to get pushed back. Simple fix to this, get in the weight room, and he'll do much better in these scenarios. Before we wrap this video up, I thought it was key to address the elephant in the room. Can Boucher be a starter? As of now, I do not think he is a starter yet because he's just physically undersized against some of those big centers like Joel Embiid. However, if he cleans up some of his defensive miscues and puts on some size, we could definitely see Boucher in the future as a starter. But let me know what you guys think down below. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed today's breakdown film on Chris Boucher, smash the like button down below. It really helps my channel grow. Also, if you're interested in more breakdown films like this, and pretty much anything basketball or NBA, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Additionally, I want you guys to comment down below who you want to see next in terms of a film breakdown video, or if you have any suggestions on my videos in terms of editing or really anything, guys. I'm open to hearing your opinions. As for now, this has been Wiseman from Better Through Ball. I want you guys to have a great week. Enjoy watching all the NBA games going on and try not to break too many ankles. Have a good one, guys. Peace.